Noise in the background earlier, but hopefully it's not there again. Happy Sunday, y'all. Welcome to Content Planning Live with me, Shondell, the creator of the craft room. I'm a little tired and jet lagged, so don't mind. I ain't trying to fix the face or nothing. I'm just giving y'all a little real me, tired me. But I did say I'm going to stay consistent with my Sunday upload, so I'm here. All right, the sound is gone. I don't know what it was, but that has happened to me before, and I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. All right, so I want to say also today is my 20th episode of Content Planning live here on YouTube, and I'm happy. I gotta celebrate my little 20th. I don't know what celebration, but I'm gonna celebrate my wins. I look tired, right? I am so tired. I think I'm going back to bed after this live. I'm still tired. Usher was really good. Here's the thing. I'm not a R&B like person. I probably listen to R&B when not saying I don't listen to it. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. But it's not something I would go to a concert or buy a ticket to usually, you know? But I'm glad I did go because it was amazing. It was fun. It was like Usher like put on a show. It was really good. Vegas was hot as I don't even know what, but I enjoyed the quick weekend. I literally was there for 48 hours. I don't even know if I hit 48 hours. I flew in Thursday night and I left late Saturday night, which I think I left 8 p.m. No, my flight was 10 p.m. Saturday. 5 hour, let's say 5 hour flight, 4 hours and 40 minutes. But when I come back to New York is 3 hours ahead of Vegas. So it was bright and early. I got in 6 this morning. So the time difference sucks. Like I'm just exhausted. But as we were talking about threads, last week just popped on the scene. So Instagram said, "Oh, Twitter, you want to act up? Take that." So if you can add one more social media platform to your rounds of platforms, try it. Try it. How do you know what's trending or where to get ideas for your business? I feel like I'm losing touch business-wise. Oh, social media, child. Where everything pops up. Social media. How did I find out about threads? Social media. Instagram posted about it, told everybody to go on ahead. People started going, and then people started talking about it. Honestly, the best way to find out about trends is social media. When you go online, like let's say one day you start seeing, like, for instance, the Barbie movie is coming out. Movies are coming out, there goes a trend right away. Just know that. A movie is coming out, there's a trend. Little Mermaid, trending on everything because of the Little Mermaid movie. Mario movie came out, trend. You're going to get party decorations, toys, everything. So movies, that's one of them. Or if you don't know what movies are coming out, social media will tell you, baby, because you're going to pop out of nowhere. I know y'all are seeing Barbie everything. Everywhere you turn is Barbie. Barbie has always been popular, but now everywhere you turn is something Barbie. There we go. You should be doing something. Be the Barbie inspired. Do some pink stuff because Barbie don't play with their trademark. So don't let them catch you selling their shit. Be careful. But those are part of the trends. But every trend that I find out is because I'm on social media. So I know some people try to limit their time on social media to like post, but don't post and run. Post and stick around. Scroll a little bit to see what's going on. Like my sisters always ask me like, they'll talk about a subject. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what happened. Oh, I seen that, and they're like, how the hell you know that? I pay attention. Like I pay attention. I do scroll. You might think I'm scrolling and mindlessly scrolling, but I'm paying attention to what's going on, what people in my industry are doing, what the kids are talking about. Like all of that is part of the trends and how you pay attention to what's going on. So I would tell you like, oh, go on Pinterest. All of that boils down to social media. That's how we find out the trends, honestly. Follow the right people. I'm one of them. Because we talk about what's trending, what we should be doing. So like Sundays here, when we come on, that's what we talk about. What we're going to post, what's trending, what we should be paying attention to. So we talk about it here live. Also on Instagram, I go live, randomly pop up and talk. We're talking about what's going on, what's happening, not only within business and crafting, our lives too. So all of it just boils down to social media. Pay attention to what's going on social media. You've been afraid to post anything, Barbie? Post it on your social media platform. You don't have to say, oh, for sale. Post like something you made and that'll work. Google, so pretty, Victoria uses Google Trends. I literally, social media is how I pay attention to what's going on, honestly. Thank you, Ro. I have fun. Don't worry, I'm taking a few breaks this year. This year is going to be a little different. I'm not going out of the country. I went out of the country last year. My family is going on another cruise, but I'm opting out because all of the little kids are going. I don't want to be on a cruise with all the young kids in my family. I'm sorry. I love my family, but my children are older and no, not for me. In the next 2 weeks, I'm going to Utah for cricket's event. Not this coming, the following Monday through Wednesday, I'm going to go do that. That's, I would say, a little bit of fun, a little bit of business. I don't know. Because there's not much to do that I know about in Utah. August. I'm done. I need to go to my bed. August, I'm going to North Carolina for Alicia's event. And I'm looking at the fall time, anything that's coming up. So I'm trying to get out the craft room and like link up with people and events, see what's going on. Mix and mingle with crafters, and every now and then get up and get out of the craft room, honestly. You didn't go live at all this week, but you plan to, but it was stressful personally. Also, yeah, put your personal life, we come first. Because if we're not healthy or sane or mentally stable to even do any of this, it's not going to happen. So put you and your family first and then focus on what you're focused on. But as for last week, did everybody get what they had to do? We said we're going to start pinning. You went live for 30 minutes. Did you enjoy it, Victoria? I didn't do my pins, just so y'all know. I pinned one time last week. I got to do better. I got to do better. I did get my Instagram. Like, Instagram is very second nature for me. So I always make sure I get my Instagram content out. And usually I'll add it to YouTube, and I'll also add it to TikTok. You like that? I'm telling you, after you go live a few times, it's like second nature. It becomes an addiction. For me, it is. For me, it is. If I just need a little cheering up, oh, let me go live on Instagram. And before, I used to be scared to go live. And don't worry about the numbers and stuff like that. Just keep doing it and just save them. You posted video but didn't pin or go live. All right, so this week, let's say this week is going to be the week that everybody tries to go live at least once. You enjoyed the Vegas live you did? I didn't go live from my page, right? I think we only did Alicia's page. You made a banner in Canva that displayed across the top of your TikTok live with details about me. Nice. I've never done that for TikTok. I hate TikTok. So before you go live, it allows you to upload a banner. Oh, don't judge. I just post on TikTok and run. TikTok is not my... Me and TikTok ain't friends right now. Maybe I give it some time and we'll get better. But right now, no. I like enjoying myself too. Like, we were actually talking about it this weekend. Cause they was like, you gotta start. Cause before anybody know me, I don't get on planes. 2019 was when I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop the crap. Cause I never got on a plane from 2019 since I came to America in 1984. And I'm gonna start going out. And then this all happened. Cricket was vending. Cricket had a booth at Black Girls Craft Conference. So me, Alicia, and Tam worked with Cricket at the booth, and then we ended up also working at Cricket at one of their events. And that was the first time I got on a plane since I came here. And then COVID hit, so it kind of took a break for my goals to start flying. Last year, my sister was like, we're going on a cruise for your birthday. So I did that. This year, I'm doing a lot of domestic traveling. Next year, I'll get back to international again. But get up, get out. Meet up with some crafters in your city, state. Find out about events that's happening. Like, I like actually meeting up with other crafters. I'm not like amazing at mixing and mingling. Like, I need time to warm up a little before I mix and mingle, but I love it. You should do it. Get out. Even if it's not with other crafters, get out the house and give yourself some kind of peace. Like, I don't know how people like don't do anything. They just stay home. Like, you're not having friendships, you're not going places, even if it's with your husband, your significant other. Get out and give yourself some peace, child. Please. It's helpful. Even though right now I just want to close my eyes and go and sleep because I'm so tired. Do it. Do it. Now, back to business. What y'all did last week? What did y'all click? What did y'all click? I'm reading Victoria's comment, and I said, what did y'all click? Shoot, I won't even remember that. You're used to it being me. You didn't realize it wasn't your page. Oh, because the thing is, I told Alicia to go live, and then she hands me the phone when she's live. So I'm going to try to get her to do some more. Actually, tomorrow, Alicia and I are going live tomorrow. I'll be just pushing everybody to go live, right? But also, if you're not comfortable with it, don't do it. So I'm not seeing nobody giving me your... Besides Victoria, I need to know what went on last week. How'd y'all do? How y'all think y'all did? I did pretty good, but not great. Pretty good, but not great. No, they're not here. Coily Girl Crafts. What's next week theme for y'all? Credit graduation. What the? I wrote down what I was doing last week. I didn't do none of it. Child, I did none of that. How'd y'all do? You finally took pictures and posted them. Yes, girl. You said I handed in my... Oh, next week is vintage Halloween. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. I'm trying to keep up with the prompts that you guys have going on. So I'm gonna try to look into something vintage. I'm writing it down for my Friday content. Vintage Halloween. I'm gonna try to get it in. You didn't pin, but you posted on IG. Okay. So let's make this week's goal some pins. Any amount. Last week, my pin goal was 10. I did 1. Wait. So next week is not vintage. It's traditional orange and black. Your first time joining a live all the way from Nigeria. Hey, Nigeria! You have loads of pictures of boxes I made, but just never post them. More like imposter syndrome. And let me tell you something. I suffer from imposter syndrome too, and a lot of us do. The only way to get out of that, just post it. Because guess what? You still gonna have it. Like, you'll get confident in posting, and then the next step that you want to do, the imposter syndrome is going to show up again, and you're going to feel like another reason to hold back. If you get nervous for posting, I would say post and run. So set up the post it, get off Instagram. Come back maybe an hour or two later and check in. But post it. There's no way for people to see your work. I tell everybody, the goal for most people, especially small businesses, you're selling something, is to get the customers. You can't get them if you're not showing them what you can do. People want to know that you are good at what you do so they can have the confidence to order from you. There's a lot of scammers out there, so show it. It's vintage, but it's a lot of orange and black. Like the old school jack-o'-lanterns, right? I'm going to do something like that. Hold on. Let me just write that down. So, drab to fab. Just post them. Post them. You could even like create a reel and talk about you're being nervous and this is your post trying to get you out of that imposter syndrome. So something like that people can relate to, and that brings people to comment and things like that. But you got to post them. You got to post them, guys. Just run and come back. But you always want to come back to check in, because when people comment under your pictures, your reels or whatever, you want to respond to them. I try my best to respond to everybody. I'll miss some if something starts getting a lot of traction, but for the most part, I try to respond to everything. If it's just a compliment, I just make sure I say thank you. But anything else, I try to give answers to their questions. Another thing, let me tell y'all. So I think it was the post that I posted, the craft room being messy. That has gotten a lot of traction, child. I'm still shocked that people are still viewing that reel. So somebody asked me for the crickets, how do I cut on the crickets with it pushed up against the wall? And I was about to type up the explanation. I'm like, this is kind of long to explain. Let me just create a reel answering her question. That reel is doing better than the stuff that I planned out, sketched out, did a voiceover, put hours of work into, probably. Doing better than those reels by just answering the question, because it's helping someone. It's helping that one person and then more people. So the video of me just showing, oh, I just have the bookshelves pulled to the front and I have the holes cut in the back. Because a lot of people always ask me, how do I cut here? And see, the holes are there, but I didn't want the holes to be seen. Hold on, let me not put this on my head. And I just showed that to people, and that reel is doing better than the reels that I took my time to make. So relax. Don't put too much thought into it. Just answer some questions. People want help. They want information. They want to laugh. They want some nostalgia. Like, those are all the kind of contents to me that do the best. Especially in the craft industry, there's new people coming in over and over and over. Like, every day there's new crafters, beginners. So helping them out and trying to figure things out, that's what you want to do. That is what you want to do. I just had to get it shown. One of the best reels was me balling up a sticker that was too small for my Lunchable. I didn't even get that much views. I don't think I've gotten that much views on it, but it's the ones that you don't really think of, y'all. Like, just answer questions. Also, if you don't have questions on your content, let's say your content isn't like getting the traction yet, so there isn't anyone asking questions, here's 2 things you could do. And this is what I would do if I need to make that content. Tell somebody else to go and put it there for you. I would call my sister and be like, listen, go under this post and ask, well, how did you do that? Nobody has to know that that person really didn't want to know. Create the content. I saw that question. That could have been somebody I told to ask the question. In this case, it wasn't, because now I'm actually getting some, attention on my stuff. But have somebody else go do it and then create it. Or look around on other content creators' mine. I give y'all the permission to go on mine. I don't care. Go under my post. Read some of the questions that people ask. And if you see something recurring, even if it's just one question, create some content. Create some content on how to do it. So somebody might ask me, so for instance, how did you cut the holes? I didn't do it. I had somebody do it. Create something to... everybody don't have that, so but y'all get what I'm saying. Some people will say, well, how do you clean your mats to reuse it? Create a video for that. So any questions that you see, and like Victoria said with Google, go to Google like you're about to type in a question and see what comes up as the most popular in regards to crafting. I think there are a lot of research sites. I don't know about them. I don't use them. I just scour social media, where they'll answer your question of what questions are trending in regards to whatever subject. So if you want to know like cricket questions, Victoria, if you know any, you could drop them. I'm not sure what they are, but you can find out like what questions are trending or what topics are trending within the craft industry and stuff like that, and go create content to answer people's questions. You keep getting educate your audience, share value. Don't sell all the time. It just feels so overwhelming. Listen, You're not whining. Listen, all of the questions you have, child, we all have them. Even I have them. If ever I can't answer something, I'll direct you somewhere for someone who can answer it. Or we just try to figure it out. Sometimes we go over subjects here and be like, listen, next Sunday, we're going to look into it and we'll talk about it again next Sunday. And we all come in with our input, and that's how we help each other out. No, they say no question is a stupid question. I don't, within the crafting industry, I would say no question is stupid. Unless I say, here go my silver pen, and you go, what color is that pen? Then maybe. But any questions you have, ask them here. Don't be like feeling shame or anything. That's what the craft print's here for. I'm gonna answer your questions and I'm gonna help you out. But they do say educate people and entertain. But I think sometimes people just throw that out without telling you how to do that. So you're not sure. So part of that is answering the questions. Like, how do you clean your mat? Where did you buy your machine from? Maybe you have a tip on how to find coupons for people to get some sales on the craft supplies. Because not just craft supplies, any hobby or something you're into, it's expensive. It gets expensive. It gets very freaking expensive. Find ways. Ways for people to make something that maybe they couldn't make. For instance, so laser cutters are very expensive. I've found there's cardstock that you could use to be a dupe to certain types of acrylic. Have I created the content yet? I did not, but I need to. But stuff like that. Trying to explain to people, here goes a cheaper way, but still looks good. Because I hate to see the cheap way, and then I look at it and like, okay, but that looks cheap. So you defeated the purpose. Find a way to make it look still good. It might not look as good as the more expensive option, but similar, that cost, that's like cost effective, and that kind of content is helpful. Small tips, things you might not even think of, like where did I get the paper from? Where did I buy my supplies from? If something messes up, how would I fix it? If my printer clogs, how do you fix that? If your print and cut is off, how do you fix that? Like all of that is different content explaining. If you make hand-painted sneakers, what kind of paint do you use? What paint I shouldn't use? Where would I find this paint? Things like that. So those are the type of content that's really helpful. If you look at large pages, I mean, not within the craft industry, but like social media industry, like people who are teaching you how to do reels and how to grow on social media, they're answering all those questions, but every day is content teaching you something else. Those grow like crazy. So start teaching your audience a little bit about your industry or what you're doing, and I'm telling you, that's going to be helpful. You need to learn to do transitions. That's what they have social media accounts for. That's how I learned to do transitions. That's how I learned to do, you see I did the reels a while back with me and me inside doubling myself. All of that I learned from Instagram. Instagram accounts who literally teach you how to make reels, how to do transitions. Those are the people I follow, not just crafters. You want to follow different industries too to learn stuff and then make it relatable to the craft industry. Calibration videos do well. I've only put calibration videos on YouTube. I have not even put them on, I haven't done any reels, but that's a good idea. Some of my YouTube tutorials, I could just turn them into reels and then remind people the longer form are on YouTube. So something like that. You supposed to set an alarm for today. So, hey, Brienne. Hey, April. People love transitions and reels. Yeah, they do. Answer the Public is one site that generates questions based off topics. So there you go. Answer the Public. That's a website. You can find out the type of questions that people need answered in your industry. I'm going to write that down. Hopefully I remember to even look back on this week's page. Thanks, Victoria. And remember that there's always more than one way to do things. Also, sometimes it might feel like something is oversaturated. Still do it. Still do it. There's going to be somebody who want to hear it from you. So for instance, let's say you're a beginner crafter. And you look at a larger account and you're like, she already posted all of that. I don't know. Post it. Once you start making a little more money, get a little more successful, it's hard for the beginners to relate to you now. So beginners will always prefer information from beginners. Post it. It doesn't matter. Like, there's been times I felt like, okay, this subject has been touched on 1,000,000 times. Nobody wants to hear this from me. And if I put it out there, it does well. Do not care about the oversaturation. it seems oversaturated because we're in the industry. So we're following a bunch of crafters. So to us, it's like, oh God, everybody's doing that. They're actually not. They're actually not. There are some new people now coming into it, people who's never seen this stuff before, and you could be the one to introduce them to it. So take out your head that it's oversaturated and just put that information out there. And another part of growing in the whole content creation thing is remembering that it's not going to like automatically like just go viral and be successful. Can it? Definitely yes. But just keep it in your head that if it doesn't, don't let that knock you off your course. Keep going. I took years before I started seeing real growth. I think I started seeing real growth on all of my social media platforms like the end of 2019 going into 2020. And when did I first start posting for this on Instagram? 2014. So it took me some years before I saw growth. Same thing with Etsy. I think I started Etsy maybe 2015, 2016. The first few years were barely sales, like barely sales. Take your time, just be consistent. Also, be open to constructive criticism. Be open to learning new skills, new ways to do the same things you've done before. And I promise, the work hard, don't forget the work hard part. Being consistent is great, but you got to keep working hard and keep learning, and you're going to get to where you got to get to. It took me forever. Some people came on social media and like within a year or two surpassed my following and stuff like that. And honestly, I'm happy for them. I'm one of the people, like, if I see you succeeding, like, I'm happy for you. But in my case, it didn't take me that long. It took me 6 years or so before my Instagram started growing. And I know people who like were cool with me and loved me then, but once I like surpassed them, it was like, I don't want to be bothered with her no more. And at first I'm like, what the hell did I do? Don't take things serious. People just are people. Sometimes I don't like certain accounts. Like I unfollowed an account because I felt like Threads just came and this person was overdoing it on Threads already. Like 10 threads per day. A quick unfollow. So this is why I don't take anything personal if somebody decides to unfollow me or not talk to me anymore. Honestly, within the crafting industry, if anybody decides they don't like me, don't talk to me anymore, I feel like I'm comfortable and don't care because I still have a life outside of this. If you make this all of your life, all of you, that's where you're going to have a real problem. Have a life outside of this. Because then I don't really care. Like, oh, you don't want to talk to me? I'm about to go out with my sisters or hang with my sons or my man. Or something. I'm gonna have something going on, so I'm not worried if all of a sudden you think like I'm the enemy. Make sure that this is not your all, your end all, be all, your everything. Make sure you have some sort of a life outside of this shit because it'll drive you nuts. But don't let that scare you away, because you can grow and you're gonna love it. I told you that. Don't let me scare you. But there's nothing in life that don't have a good and a bad. There's no such thing as happy-go-lucky 24/7 and nothing. Nothing. So, back to our stuff. Oh, also, if you're new here, it's your first time here, I talk mad enough. So if you ask me a question, it'll probably take me an hour to answer you because all I do is talk and I don't know how to shut up. So here's the time, and I'm the person to ask the questions for because whatever information I can give you, I'm going to give you. So let me read the comments and let's get back to what we are going to do the upcoming week to get this content out and to keep us being consistent so we don't give up and throw all the craft supplies out the window. Because y'all know every now and then, that's how we feel. Sometimes I'll be 2 seconds away from throwing all this shit in the garbage. But stick with it. You got 200 plus unfollows a month on Instagram. I used to take it personal, but not. Me too. It'd be between 100 and 200 unfollows a month. No joke. When I first started paying attention to the unfollows, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And then you got to remember, like, you don't know people's reasons. And sometimes it could be Instagram just knocking off the bot pages. And so don't take stuff like that personal, guys. Where's the link to the non-licensed designs? You could go to thecraftprint.com and it's the second, once you scroll, it's the second blog post. And I think I did 60 themes of unlicensed themes that you can do. Do you have advice? I got Do you advise I get a website even when all my boxes are all custom made? I always think that you should have a website because it is yours, you own it, and nobody could take it away from you. So if you can, yes. There are ways to like create custom listings like they do for Etsy on websites. I would say go on YouTube and really research like crazy when it comes to that. If you're using Shopify, I'm not sure if you guys have that there. There's so many good pages on YouTube. Well, what is it called? Channels on YouTube that'll help you customize your Shopify store. But I always advise to have your own. I currently have my blog as my own, but to sell all my stuff separately, I'm going to create my own shop because you never know when Etsy decide, oh, you broke my rule, you gotta go. So it's in the works. It's just taking me a little long, but I'm gonna get there though. You went live today for the first time for a little bit today. You wasn't crafting, but I needed something to distract me while I was walking. I was sweaty and breathing heavy, but I put myself out there. Congratulations, brand. Congratulations. I've done that before too when I'm doing just random stuff. And I don't know. I feel good going live. I don't know. But I think it has become second nature to me. I did one real calibrating my Cricut. Listen, sometimes the print and cut can stress you out. So far, I've never had to recalibrate, but this one here right now needs to do another calibration. But I've been being lazy, so I send it to this one because it's cutting right. So, all right. So I think I got all the questions. I didn't miss anybody. Let's get to next week. What's going on with y'all for next week? What y'all doing? What are y'all doing? So for Instagram, I already have 2 reels saved on Instagram. Do you need an LLC to sell crafts and t-shirts? And also, do you own a virtual address? I do own a virtual address because when I ship from Etsy and stuff, I don't want it's a business address, and I chose a business address that's actually a building where even if I wanted to conduct business meetings, I can do that there. If I needed to use that address on legal stuff, I can use it there, because if it's like a P.O. box or something, you can't do it if you want to do an LLC. You don't need an LLC to sell crafts. I believe you can get an EIN, but I will also say that I am just a small business owner who also is trying to get her shit together. So when it comes to the legal side of things, I can give a little bit, but I would say also look into better options to get the answers to those, because I do not want anybody messing up the way that they do things. I currently do have an LLC. Also, LLC also made as like legal protection. So let's say I sold food and somebody got food poisoning from my food and they decided to sue me. If I have an LLC which separates all of my money from my personal bank account, because I do work full time, if they sue me, that money can only come from the LLC. They cannot take it from my personal bank account because you're suing my business. So that's where the LLC and that legal stuff mainly comes in handy. It's like legal protection. So if you did not have an LLC and you were just selling your stuff like that and that person sues you, they can take your personal money. So whether you have money coming in and you and your husband are sharing a bank account, they're taking from that account. It doesn't matter. So that's where the separation legally would be. I do have a virtual business address. I do have a business phone number. I did apply for an LLC. I have an LLC, not apply for an LLC. I do have the EIN, which is like your business's social security number. You could kind of consider it. And I am in the process of trademarking the craft print. It should be almost done. I did that through a lawyer because I didn't know what I was doing. You can file all that stuff yourself too, though. But I did it through a lawyer, which will be double the cost, because like a lawyer fee is like $1,000 probably, depending on how much work you're getting them to do. The trademark takes over a year, but I think I'm at the tail end of trademarking the craft print to sell the cake toppers, paper and acrylic cake toppers, and purchase business insurance to keep your assets protected. There goes. So these conversations we all put in, and I just want to say, when it comes to the legal part, do not let me and anybody in this comments answers be your end all. I always suggest people you can consult a lawyer for like $100, $200, five, seven. It depends on their fees. I've paid $100 for a half hour of consultation with a lawyer, and they will just answer all your questions. Even if you don't hire them to do it, they will answer your questions from the consultation. I've paid, I think his fee was $700 for an hour for like a business management company. Same thing. It's a consultation where they can answer all your questions, they can tell you what they can do, and you don't have to hire them. It's all like some strategies. You have questions that you need the proper answers to, pay that consultation fee for someone professional to answer them, so you're going in the right direction. Where do you recommend for best services? Best services, what do you mean? If you're doing your LLC, you can do I did my LLC myself. I actually followed a YouTube video to do my LLC. The virtual address, I think I found that when I was doing the YouTube research. But honestly, I found a lawyer on Instagram. Her page is The Real Lawyer, real as in the videos, DREEL lawyer. And that's who I consult with anything that have to do with the craft print. I done kicked my camera. I try to put my foot up forgetting that the camera's right here on something. She's also the lawyer that's handling my trademark stuff. I plan on like, I don't even know how to explain it, but the business changes that I'm going to be doing with the craft print in the future, she's also handling all of the legal side of that stuff for me too. So I always tell people to consult a lawyer. Like, you don't even have to hire her. It's $100 for a half an hour to just talk to her and literally ask her, how should I structure? This is what I'm going to do. What should I do legally? And she'll point you in the right direction. So I try not to give out that kind of advice because I don't really know myself. Literally, I have to speak to somebody else to find out. So do your research. If you feel like right now I'm not making the amount of money to shell out money to consult a lawyer, because when I started out, honest to God, I ain't had shit. There was no consulting a damn soul. I was consulting YouTube for everything. So what I would say is do your research on YouTube, but don't just take the advice of one YouTube channel. Like, watch a few channels. Also go on the government website to read up stuff where you're located. And remember that every state and country has different kind of laws. You know what I'm saying? So I would look up New York, how to apply for my LLC in New York. So you look up your state or your city or whatever your country, and do a lot of research. When I first started, all I did was research everything myself because I didn't have the money to pay nothing. And when I got to the point where I started making some money, then I'll pay for to consult a lawyer or something like that. Right. So research. It's out there. And let me tell you something. Everything. I would say 99.9 of the things we pay for, the information is out there for free. You just got to do a lot of research. So when we're paying for stuff, we're really paying for convenience. If you paid me to teach you something, it's because you don't want to dig through a bunch of YouTube tutorials and this and this and this, and I just want to learn right away from that person. But can you learn it for free? Yes, if you have the time and the energy to research it properly. Everything is out there. So if you feel like I don't have it, or I don't even want to spend it if I did have it, there are ways to find out the information you need for free. You just have to take your time and do your research. And I will tell you, I am one person that will tell you, I will pay for convenience. If I don't have it, I will save up for the convenience because I don't want to dig through. But when I first started crafting, I was digging. I was digging like it was my job. Now, point me in the direction to the person that could give me the answer right away and I'm paying. Plain and simple. So it's out there if you're willing to do the research. And here's another thing. Once you do all of that research and you're really versed in that, you can help people. There's people who pay other people for vendor lists. So after you've done the research and you found things out, you can charge people for the convenience for you to find out information or stuff like that for them. Not legal stuff, child. Don't get yourself in no legal trouble. But you know what I'm saying? For instance, Etsy, I spoke about the Jordan cupcake toppers. And for anybody who told me I need to do the class, I'm working on it. I'm working on the structure and the pricing also, because somebody told me I really need to sit down and stop pricing like I'm a hood rat. Not their exact words, but for real, I need to get it together. So print and cut is pretty cut and dry, but still people want to learn. So like I have a tutorial on print and cut on YouTube. You can go on YouTube and just learn it if you want it. The class that I'm creating is a class where I showed you, like, I made almost $10,000 last year on one item in Etsy, and it was print and cut cupcake toppers. So the class that I'm teaching would be not only how to print and cut, how to package it, how to ship it, and how to promote it so you can sell and make $10,000 on print and cut cupcake toppers. And literally I taught my sons how to do it. So that product that I made that money on, I barely paid attention to. I paid attention to all my other stuff in my Etsy shop and social media and stuff like that. So can you go and find out a video on how to learn print and cut? Yes. Can you go find out how to package those products for print and cut? Yes. You could find another video on how to ship it. You can find quite a few videos on how to promote it. But people want one place now where they can find all of that information on that product. So when they're done, they could get to work and start selling. So that's where it is, where are people willing to pay for convenience? They are. I know I am. They definitely are. So remember that within your business. Once you become well versed in a subject, start teaching. No matter what we do, the handmade, unless you keep hiring people, can only take you but this far, money-wise, income-wise. You want to start teaching, create tutorials, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, yes, we love helping each other, but we got to pay these bills. That's the end thing. We got to pay the bills. People be like, why everybody got a class? Because we need to eat. So you can I give out free information, and I have some things that you can pay for. I give out free products or printables on the blog, but then there's products you can purchase and actually get. So just get good at what you're doing, child, and start teaching people. Just keep still doing what you're doing and teach people all that. It's print and cut. And the thing is, I didn't even realize until I was live one day and I said, let me go on Etsy and go check out the amount I made on that one product. And it was a little over $9,000 last year. And there's some people who can make that in a month, child. If you can, teach. And also, that's me like taking breaks, shutting down. So if you go all in on your product, you can make more than that from your regular print and cut product. Yes. A lot of people pay for convenience. It's life. It's business at the end of the day. And that's one thing I had to start learning. I get in my feelings sometimes. I am that person that I don't want people to think I'm always selling. I don't want people to think I'm pushing stuff down their throat. I don't want people to get tired of me just posting. It's business. How many emails do y'all get from Michaels? Y'all ever see the amount of emails and text messages Fashion Nova sends out? These people, Target, you get an email from Target every day. There's a sale every week. They're promoting on their social media all the time. And God knows we all know about Target. We all joke about, oh, I go on Target to spend $5 and I leave spending $500. And Target is still promoting and pushing their products down our throats. So as small business owners, we got to get out of that mindset of, oh, it's going to annoy people or people get tired, and start thinking big. You get tired of my stuff, that means you've been seeing it. You may be tired today, but when it comes up again, and somebody be like, oh God, I need a cake topper. What's that annoying lady that kept posting her cake toppers? Oh, the craft print. She could probably make it for you. It gets stuck in people's head. So we have to start thinking like that. Like, we got to promote our businesses. These big old brands are promoting like crazy constantly. So who are we? We got to get out of our own way. Post it. Start getting that email list together. Let's go. We need to survive. Also, we want to get to a point where we could afford to go on vacations, maybe take some time off. Hire people to do this so you don't have all the headache of all of it. That's the goal for me. I need to get big to a part. The business is still going, but I have like management handling things. So when I feel like something happened, I need to take some time off, I need to do this, I need to do that, I don't have to come on social media and say, guys, I gotta go. We're gonna be on break for 2 weeks because I gotta go handle this. No, I want to be a point where I'm gone. You won't even notice because there's somebody running my social media, there's somebody running my emails, there's somebody answering your questions, and the products are being shipped. That's the goal, guys. I don't know about y'all, but for now, that's my goal. My goal changes, but at the end of the day, that growth is still there. How I'm getting there is what I keep changing and not figuring out, but the goal is to get to that point. I don't know about y'all, but it's my goal. And if I was you, I would make that my goal too. But if not, whatever your goal is, do what you got to do and kick ass and work like a dog. In the beginning, you end up working like a dog. It's annoying. But you're going to end up working like a dog anyway to take care of your bills, right? So might as well do what we got to do to kind of build our stuff going on. So now, as y'all can see, it took me 10 years to answer that question, right? I told y'all I talk too much, but I'm going to give you information. So let's now get back to what we came for and plan out what we're posting next week. So what I do is I have my book, and then for my Reels content, I write down, I just got to figure out the order I want to do it. So next week, I'm going to go along with Bernice and Coily Girl Crafts. They have like a Halloween challenge every Friday. They have a theme for Halloween. This Friday is Vintage Halloween. So I'm going to make a product, do a little tutorial on how I do that. And also, I'm not necessarily selling what I'm making. I'm just going along with it for content. I don't even know if I'm putting my little ghost thing on my in my Etsy shop yet. I'm just doing it for content. Hey Tara. Yes, that's the goal. Autopilot, everything on autopilot, child. Let me tell you one thing I did for the first time. I put my phone bill on auto pay. I have none of my bills on auto pay. Drab, you said this was your first time here. I don't know if you follow me on social media, but I am I have my sons as a teenager. So for me, it's been a struggle to get to where I am here. I've had a lot of help. My family's very helpful, but it's been a struggle to get here. So literally, I put that in my blessings jar, child. Phone bill on auto pay. The goal is by the end of the year to have everything, even the rent, on auto pay. That's my goal. So that for me was like an improvement. Like, girl, you're getting there. You're getting there. You're taking your time, but you're getting there. And also, I am one of those people, we all know, people that have kids real young, teenage young, people are talking shit about you. They're going to doubt you. So for me, like, I speak to my sisters about it. Like, y'all know, my sisters know the people who have talked about me like a dog. Like, as if I would not be able to make it without either my mom or a man. You know, people gonna think, oh, you're gonna have to have a man. I got a man. But, like, my home, it's me and my children, and I do it all. Like, I handle it. So for me to get to a point where I can put stuff on auto pay and it's just me, that's showing me you're getting where you're doing right. You're doing what you got to do. So also, when people don't celebrate your wins and acknowledge your goal, do that shit yourself. Do not wait for people to celebrate you. I do have people that celebrate me, but I definitely don't wait on them, child. I celebrate myself. I give myself my credit for what I did on my own. Even if I do it with help, I'm still giving myself credit. Because even with help, sometimes things are hard to do. But don't listen to people. Don't listen. Because if I listen to people, because there have been times in my life where I have let all of the naysayers and negative talk get in my head to where I really felt like I could not do it on my own. And I would say, like, partially my mom talking to me and just lifing got me out of that. And it's like, yo, I'm looking back, and these same people who talked about me like a dog, like, there's been people who told my mother to kick me out, like a teen with a child, kick her out because I had a kid. Like, but where am I gonna go? Like, eat on the street with a baby? But anywho, those people are worse off than me right now. Worse off than me right now. So don't let nobody talk you down and tell you can't do shit, or you ain't gonna make it, or your business. Throw all their thoughts in the friggin' trash and sit down and do what you gotta do for your business. Because that's what I do. And right now they probably looking like, nah, I didn't think this bitch was gonna make it. Yeah, suck it now. And I don't even, like, I'm not the person to shove it in people's face either. I don't bring it up. I'm going to let you sit down and watch me succeed and realize that you was an asshole when I was younger. I don't throw it in people's face. Whatever, baby. I'm going to walk past you looking like shit, me looking all nice with my same children that you thought was going to be shit because I had them young. I'm going to walk by you like, hey now. Nice to see you. Glad you're still alive. And moving on. Again, that's me answering questions with thousands of words. But y'all get what I'm saying. Don't let nobody freaking doubt you. I don't care who it is. Anybody right now ever doubt me, you gone. You could be my dad. Like, you doubt me, you're gone. You're not in my life. There's no one in my life that doubts me unless I don't know it. I'm not keeping you around. I ain't got time for it. Now, what are we doing next week? What's going on? What's your goal for next week? How much do you plan on posting? Thank you so much. This is the place to be. Sometimes I'm a little too honest. Like, I be going in a little bit too much, and my sister be like, all right, girl, this is your business page. Cool it. And I do got to remind myself, because, brands do pay, people do pay attention. So I try to keep it as professional as I can, but also, like, not lie. I tell people straight up, I was broke. Like, I'm not ashamed. What can you do? If you were broke, you were broke. And nothing you can do about it. I didn't have all of this stuff here. Like, I moved into this apartment. We had no furniture, no nothing. I had one little Cricut and a Target desk. And all of this that you see here was accumulated over years. Some of the things, brands have sent me stuff. Why? Because I built the craft print off of, like, just being consistent. And they like my work. I've never really contacted anyone. Brands saw my work and contacted me to either send me things or work with me and stuff. And from what? From working my ass off and being consistent. And showing people what I could do. That's the only way to get show them what you could do. No one knows what you're capable of if you just holding on to that content and scared to post. I would never know what you could do. And you never know who's going to need your product. So, like, get that stuff out there. I love you too, Raul. You have a weird fear of shipping. Trying to figure out shipping stresses me out. That's why I love local orders. But I know I need to branch out. All right, let me tell y'all about shipping. I still be confused with shipping. So when I started my Etsy shop, listen, I used to go to the post office, write down the address of the person. On Etsy, I would put just like a regular price. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I probably put like let's say $3 or something like that. And did I lose money? I did, but I learned in time. And then I was personally ship it handwritten. And then when they give me the receipt, the tracking number, I go into Etsy and like manually put it in there. Eventually I realized I can actually print it out from Etsy. So just stumble through it so you can learn through it. Like researching, sometimes you still don't understand, especially when it comes to shipping. Because guess who still don't be having their shipping right? Me. But I'm selling my shit. Okay? So what I noticed a trend on Etsy with my products, they never go past a certain amount because they're light. So I set up my setting as $4. So I have like a set shipping for $4, and that's what I put on my stuff. So if it goes a little bit over, it ends up coming out. It doesn't go like real over. It ends up coming out of there. But with Etsy or a website, you just need to make the product, weigh it, and then put it in the box so you know the measurements of the box, and you can add it in there, and then you can have Etsy automatically generate what it's going to be and put it towards the customer's price. But the more we sit back and scared is the longer we take. Also, there's millions of videos on here showing you shipping for Etsy. Watch them. Watch 20 of them if you have to, but stop waiting. You go mess up? All right. You lose a little money. We end up losing money anyway in the beginning. You're losing and gaining experience. So, like, jump into it. The local orders are only going to take you that far. I have very supportive family and friends. They always order from me. I get local orders. It ain't enough. You need to expand to more people. And right now, I don't even ship internationally yet. And I've had customers like, girl, when you getting this international shipping together? I don't know what I'm doing. I ain't researched it yet. But it's coming sometime. But for now, I jumped into it. Like, don't wait. Waiting is going to get you what? Let's say you wait 6 months go by. You're still stuck in the same place. If you're trying 6 months later, you're going to be further than you were before. So just try it. Try it. and utilize free pickup from USPS. I definitely don't do that. But also because I have my kids to drop it off. But eventually I need to like schedule pickups and stuff like that. But today's theme is basically jump in it. Do it. Stop waiting. Are we going to mess up? That's part of the process. You have to mess up. It's going to happen. That's how you learn. That's the only way to learn. So mess up. That's perfectly fine. I'm messing up till this day. I know what the hell I was doing when I first started Etsy. I priced wrong. Sometimes I'm still pricing wrong, but you learn as you go. The longer you wait, the longer it's going to take for you to get to your goals. Plain and simple. So do it. What's going to happen? You're going to lose a little change. We're going to lose money anyway. We're going to order food we should not be ordering. We're going to go on Michael's or Target and spend a little more than we're supposed to. It happens. Do it. Now, I'm going to get, like I get into like mommy big sister mode. I usually have my wooden yardstick to hit them when they don't listen. You didn't hear that. But do it. What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on when we wait? Nothing. A year gonna go by, you still ain't do that shit. You might as well start fumbling, messing up, learning, and getting it together. So a year from now, you're an expert. That's the only way to handle it. So let's get that all out the way. Drab to Fab. Brienne. We pushing all that doubt on the side. After today, let's take some baby steps. Let's start the researching so we can get to where we need to be. We already finished off half of the year. Y'all don't look back like 6 years passed already and I said I was going to do this and I said I was going to do that. That shit goes by so fast. So fast. If you did a vision board, take the time to sit and check out if you've been at least headed toward your goal. You hit some of those goals. Check it out. I did. I've been doing well. But then one of my goals I hit and rolled right back down the hill. Now I got to do it again. And that was paying off some credit cards. The beginning of the year, I was like, oh, girl, look at you. Wrote it down, paid off this card. I paid off like 3 cards. Put it in the jar, like, go, girl, you doing good. We in July, guess who got to pay them back again? Because I've been shopping. So, check out them goals. Give yourself credit for how far you've come within this little 6 months period. And let's knock it out the box the next 6 months. Like, let's go. What are we waiting on? Who are we waiting on? Let's do it. And in the meantime, I'll be doing it. All the people that talk shit about you, kiss your you know what. You needed to hear this? I'm glad you did. When I'm talking to y'all, I'll be talking to myself because I needed to hear this shit myself. Because I'm slacking on some things. Some things I'm doing pretty good. Some things is like, get it together. Like my health. I was doing good. This week, pure shit. I'm sure I'm scared to get back on the scale. But tomorrow, I'm back on it. Once you're live, you have another chance to correct it. Once you're still here. So let's go. You started making things for your grandkids. Hopefully in a year, I'll be able to sell. In the meantime, while you're making it for your grandkids, don't forget to take pictures and videos of what you did. So you have them. So whenever you're ready to transition into selling, now you don't have to worry about, oh God, now I got to make all these items to take pictures. Make sure you're taking pictures and videos of all of that stuff and keeping it until you're ready. All right. So that way, when you're ready, it's not like, oh my God, now I got to sit down here and make a bunch of products. Because how else people going to know what I could do? Make sure you're documenting in the meantime. So when you're ready to go. And you could be doing your research all this time, like watching this live, watching other videos, going on social media, paying attention to how people are doing things, whether it's posting, hashtags, comments, how they interact with their followers, things like that. All of that you can be learning until you're ready to like jump into it. You gave up red meat, you're down 12 pounds. I don't really eat red meat, but congratulations on the 12 pounds, girl. I lost 6, and I don't want to go back on the scale because I feel like I gained that 6 back already. Crafty J, I think we all be procrastinating. What the hell is that? I guess that's a new word. Procrastinating. Maybe we could use that. Are you a procrastinator? All right, we getting out of the procrastination phase and stepping up and getting shit done. All right. Let's get shit done. Let's get it done. A win is you damn right. A win is a win, child. I'm just scared to get back on because I don't know what I gained back. But I'm gonna get it together. Also, because I don't have no choice. I go back to the doctor next month. I gotta show some progress. So this week I'm getting back on it. Nay, sometimes you gotta be Joe Clark. But honestly, that's my personality in real life, like a little bully. But I like to bully people into doing the right things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to bully you to rob a bank. Unless you think you can get away with it and you're going to give me some of that money. Maybe. But usually, I like to push people to their goals. Like, if you tell me, I had a girl come to pick up a custom cake topper that she ordered from me. Why the hell, after meeting me, I done gave that girl goals for the next month. Mind you, I never met her a day in my life. She found me on Instagram. She wanted a cake. She's not too far from me. She could pick up personally. I gave her goals. And just the other day, I texted her. I said, excuse me, did you do what I told you to do? Just randomly. It's just in me. It's my personality. I don't know. Pages you came across on YouTube that have videos on transitions and calibration. So calibrating your Cricut, you mean? Me, baby. I have a video on how to calibrate your Cricut. I have all steps going along with you. When it comes to transitions, you got to go on Instagram. So I'm going to go real quick because I won't be able to see a thing. So I created a reel with a list of accounts that I follow that help me with transitioning and creating content. So let me find that reel and I'll read out the name of those accounts for you. Right here. So content creators, these are Instagram content creators, okay? I post this on May 22nd if you want to go back on my page, and the thumbnail. All right, so you see right here, this thumbnail, it says recommended content creators. That's the reel right here. I'm going to read the names out to you though, but you can go back on Instagram. So Naya on Purpose, N-I-A, Naya on Purpose. Another one was Taylor Lord, Taylorllorlloyd. I am Jaden, L-Y. Stephen Womack. Mulla Mugzie, Mullahmugzie. I know it's a lot and it's fast, but just I have them tagged. So you'll see all the names in the comment. So the last one is Dave Constein and GG Strategy. My Instagram is The Craft Print. TheCraftPrint. The Craft Print. So under that video, that's all the people that can help you. And I've done like my favorite videos are the videos when it's myself twice in the video. Like I love those. And I need to redo some. I'm going to show you one real quick. I want to redo some more like that. So like this video, that's me walking in the video. You see I'm sitting, it's shaking. I'm sitting on the chair there and I have my book, and then that's me coming in. So that's two of me creating content. And I learned that from another YouTube channel. I did the same thing with Crafters Anonymous. So I haven't been posting a lot because I don't want people to get tired of the whole Crafters Anonymous thing. So I'm posting sporadically. But it's basically me on a couch talking to myself on a couch. And I learned how to do those kind of things from Instagram. So this is Crafters Anonymous. That's me right there. And that's me again coming in as the Crafters Anonymous patient. And then me as the counselor. So all of that, I learned from Instagram, child. These people out here showing us how to do it, and I'm going to learn. They have simple things. Like you don't have to, if you feel like that's a lot, Shauna, you're doing too much. Look at this one. This is a very simple transaction that is it transaction? No, it ain't transaction because this ain't money. Look at that. Like I dropped, let me go back down so you can see it. So I dropped the cardstock and it popped back up from the project. Real simple, just a few seconds. Learn from some other creators on Instagram. So it's out there, y'all. My niece want me to come over today, so I gotta text my sister that I'm on my live, and I'll get them back. So, yeah, you can learn. There's people showing so much. If you need to learn like the different settings in design space, I have videos on that. I have videos on making centerpieces, cupcake toppers, cake toppers, all of that on this YouTube channel. You've been posting a lot on TikTok and neglecting IG. So this week, so with me, like kind of like post where you can and just get accustomed to like which one feels better for you, and you can just focus on that. If you can juggle like all of them, do it. For me, like y'all know, TikTok and me, TikTok is like the ex-boyfriend you want to punch in the face, but then you still need him for something. Like that's me and TikTok. So one day, me and TikTok gonna get it together. It probably ain't today though, but eventually. So it's been an hour and we still ain't talking about what we posting next week, child. So what y'all posting? What's the goal? Me, Instagram. So I have 2 cake toppers. I just haven't decided if I'm gonna post like Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday I do what's the word I'm looking for, child? Meme. That's what I'm looking for. I like to make my own custom memes with me and them, and just make them relatable to craft and for people to laugh. I have one of those coming up. I think I'm going to do that Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to post some acrylic cake toppers. Wednesday will be my meme. Thursday, I think I'm going to do a Barbie cake topper. Because, you know, Barbie is going. Oh, hold on. Did y'all see? Let me tell y'all something. First off, this is why I get distracted. I'm easily distracted. But this is craft related. So trust me, we're going to get back to the content creation. So I've seen a lot of people be like, oh, Michael's and these stores are watching us and stealing our ideas. I just want to say they do. I mean, it's a business. They got to see what's trending to sell. Just like we got to see what's trending and we sell it. Same thing with the large companies. No different. But I also want to say, don't let it distract you. You have a sky cut, not a cricket. I don't know what sky cut is, child. But YouTube, I'm sure, got tutorials for you. I'm sure they do. So what I want to say is don't get not distracted. Don't be like discouraged when you see the larger companies creating these things and it seems like, oh my God, we're never going to win because the price is going to be cheaper. Just remember, we have the option of customizing more for our customers. So try to do that. So with that being said, my sister sent me this picture. This is, and y'all know, if you know Tam too, Tam has been doing this forever. These Barbie boxes. I recently started doing like the boxes. Child, Michael's done got Barbie boxes. The ones that we make on the Cricut, child. Look at this. That is at Michael's. So when you think that, oh, if I follow a trend, it looks bad, baby, the big companies are doing it too. You think Michael's came up with this idea by themselves? It's what's trending and what people want. It's just that also Michael's most likely got the license with Barbie to actually sell Barbie. So something like this. Let me give y'all an idea right now because I'm not selling it, but I'm going to make one for content. Customize it different. I mean like different. It isn't one. There's people who offer your name. So you could get your child's name. That's already a bonus. Michael's is not. There's nobody in Michael's that I could go say, my niece is Olivia, Victoria, and Avaya, and they're going to make that for me. So we have that advantage, right? So don't be discouraged by these things. But also, think outside the box. Make that Barbie box still look like a Barbie box, but add something else. Do something with it, a little extra, so you're a standout. So they're going to remind us, pay attention to the trends, because everybody is, baby. It's a part of business. It's a part of business, right? So, that's all that they're doing. They're paying attention to what's trending and going along with it. So we got to do the same. Just like they're emailing us like a dog, we got to do the same to our customers. Right, exactly. We were talking about that earlier. Barbie's trending. So you want to add in your Barbie. So I'm going to do a Barbie cake topper Thursday. And when I make these videos, I post them on Instagram. I post them on YouTube, I post them on TikTok, and I post them when I remember on Pinterest. So that gives me the same content. You don't need to do different piece of content in the same day for each platform. Post all that shit there. Post all of it. Okay? I was supposed to create a reel for the weekend in Vegas. I don't know. Maybe today I do that. Monday and Tuesday is going to be acrylic cake toppers. I'm going live tomorrow, which is Monday, with Alicia. Tuesday is another acrylic cake topper. Wednesday, it's going to be a craft print meme. I'm writing it down for me. Thursday, I'm doing a Barbie cake topper. And then Friday, I'm doing a vintage Halloween theme. I don't know what yet because I didn't decide. And Saturday and Sunday are always optional for me. I don't like make those days a must post for me. They're like optional. If I have some content to throw up, yeah. But for me, I mainly make sure that I post Monday through Friday. Now, I need to pin. Lord, that's going on the top of the list. Pinterest, girlfriend. So all of these that I'm creating, I'm going to make them into pins as well. And try to remember at least to add, I'm going to do 10. I know last week I did 10, I only did 1, but I'm going to put back 10 pins as my goal. Friday, I'm also live with Crafting and Chatting with Oh My God, Becky. We're doing a bling watermelon purse. I gotta go on Amazon and order my watermelon purse to make. Crafting and Chatting. So I'm going live twice this week. We got reels and pins, 5. It's always 5. If I have a little more, something comes up, it's always going to be fine. I need to add a YouTube tutorial. Like, I've only been live on here every Sunday, but I have not done any tutorials recently. Go live on what platform and what time? So me, I go live every other Friday. So let's start off. So I do a few lives. Sundays, every Sunday, I'm here 3 p.m. Eastern time doing this live where we plan out our content and stuff like that. Every other Friday, I go live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Crafting and Chatting. So that's when I bring on another crafter and we do craft projects together on Instagram. So that's every other Friday. And then randomly, I'll pop up and do live here, live there, just talking on Instagram. But I don't have a scheduled time for tomorrow. I'm going live with Crafts of a Different Shade. We're just going to talk about making it out the group chat, planning things with other crafters, and an event that she's having coming up that I'll be doing a crafting class at that event in North Carolina. So I need to do a YouTube tutorial, child. Bad. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I need to put one up here. It's been a little while. So that's it for me. Let me hear what y'all goals are for next week. I got 10 pins, 2 lives. I have 4 video content that's going to go on all of my platforms. I'm also going to do 1 photo, which is going to be my meme. And I'm going to add, like, when I post memes, I like to do them as carousel posts. So a carousel post is a post with 2 or more photos. So I'm going to do a few photos, but I'm going to have the meme in the front and a really nice picture. Because, you know, Instagram, you'll scroll back and they'll show you someone's second picture just to make sure you saw them. So you always want to make sure your 2 first pictures are the best ones. If you have some dark pictures of products you've taken before, add them for 3, 4, or 5. They're not going to come up on your timeline, but people still going to be able to see your work, but it's not your best of the best. So it's not there on the front of your page. That's how I do it. You're going to try to do a live on lunch break this week at least once or twice, because that's the only time I have quiet time. And that too, you got to fit it into your schedule. How do you avoid music copyright claims, not strikes, or do you create a different video on each platform? Are you talking about like for my reels? I create my reels in CapCut. A lot of the times I'll do a voiceover in CapCut with no music, but I'll go on each platform and choose music that they have available. I never put like me just adding a trending artist because I know it's going to get deleted. So I just use stuff that I find on the platforms. So also CapCut has some music, so you can add music on from there too and just upload everything everywhere. So I usually don't use like popular music. I used to try, and then y'all know how the copyright goes. So I use whatever the platform offers. It's 4:30. Child, we've been on here for an hour and a half. Y'all talk a lot just like me. I know it, that's why. 2 reels, 3 posts, a story every day, and threads posts. Let's go. Yeah, I gotta add threads there, but I'm just gonna be chatting whenever. I'm not giving myself goals. Like, I'm just gonna like post whenever, but I'll try to do it often because I notice with threads, the more you talk on there, the more you grow. You're gonna try 3 posts this week. Hands-on occasions, that's what I like to hear. Create a post, create some pins for your YouTube videos. Brand videos for Michael, IG, TikTok Live, and 1 YouTube. Let's get it. You went live twice last week. Right, so while you're walking, that's really good. Like I've done one time I walked. So Michael's is like a 30-minute walk from my house. And I went live one time while I was walking to Michael. So you don't even notice the walk, and you get company while you're walking. So that's really a good idea too. But that's if you're comfortable with going live to just talk, not just actually crafting. If you're not comfortable with your face just yet, go live and just let people see your hands working on your projects. I need to create videos now while my nails still look good, because once it start growing out, that's going to be my next excuse of why I can't create videos. You will attempt to go live again? You should. Live is where people get to know you. They get to know the person behind the brand. And believe you me, sometimes them knowing you pushes them to like order or follow you more than your product. Because it's like, oh, she cool. She's helpful. I like her. I'm coming over on this side. 1 reel, 1 TikTok each day, Monday through Friday. That's how I do it. You want to post a few finished product pics. You're not sure how many, but you'll post a few. And definitely stories too. Stories each day. It's been a while since I like came in my stories and talked. I do them here and there. So I think I'm gonna do a little bit more of that. Like a little check-in in the stories. And also don't be discouraged if you feel like we all going live. That's just how social media roll. We all doing the same shit. Do it. You create your community. Build your community, not just followers. Followers gonna leave your ass when you switch up on them. A community is gonna stick by you no matter what it is you're up to. Taj, Tavon, which one of y'all making waffles? Take out your braids. I think I've gone live before while doing my hair. Could you give me a cup of ice? All right, guys, y'all gonna hear the sound of the AC because I'm getting hot. What? You ate all the ice. Come put my damn ginger ale in the freezer for me. I need it to get cold. You going back to Tamika today?
Should I?
She wanted us to come. She's gonna cook. Ow, I hit my elbow.
Oh, you going?
I might go.
She cooking? I'll go.
Curl fusses today?
You want a mukbang or something?
No. I was eating before the live. I do not do mukbangs.
Is it crab meat?
I hate to see people talking like chewing, like they be chewing very hard in the videos. It's imitation, so you can eat it. I know you staring at my sushi. Look.
That's how I go.
Like a spring roll. That's my job, y'all. It's next Saturday? I didn't even know. Table, I need some ice, man, because I'm thirsty. Is there cold water in the fridge? I'm sorry, What the hell was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. And I don't remember what it was. It's cold? There we go. I don't know what I was gonna say. My child thought I was gonna mukbang because I got food in front of me. Where are they having Curl Fest? Do they even have tickets? I don't know. Next week, Saturday? Let me see what I gotta do. And also, I just want to remind y'all too, part of building that community is your comment section. Make sure you guys are responding to anyone who comments. Start doing food reviews to make money, because I always tell him I'm broke. Oh my God. Hold on, YouTube. Let me go back. I gotta go back to the comments. Randall's Island. Curl Fest is basically a festival, a celebration of Black girl hair. I hope I summed that up right. So they have like vendors. I think they have panels also. It's like a great get together celebrating your hair. Yeah, natural hair. Those chewing videos do make money, but I can't do them. I can't do them. I can't. Are you going, Nay, or are you vending? Do they still have tickets available? Do they still have tickets available? I look crazy. I'm looking back at this guy. I look crazy. I need to go get some more rest. I need to create some YouTube tutorials, y'all. All I have on here are shorts. Also, I ordered some stuff from Amazon and that should say delivered and it would not. So I think somebody stole my packages while I was gone. Ciao. But anyway, anybody else didn't drop their goal for next week? Like, what's going on? Let's talk about it before we go. Also, you have any questions for me? Any comments? Any concerns? Let's do it now before I end this live. Let's do it now before I end this live. I think I'm going to go live on IG and check up on there too after this. I don't know. Victoria, damn right. Do they take a pic showing where it was delivered? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Regular entry with is what I got. I don't want to wait online for their swag bag. Oh, like, yeah. I'm going to check. I'm going to look into it. Let me look into it while we're here talking. How do you get to Randall's Island, though? Child, I need to get my life. Hold on, let me see if there's any more tickets. Come press the door. I think that might be Joelle. They're still there, guys. How y'all getting there? Y'all want? I gotta see if any of my sisters are available. They have a pedestrian bridge, but you never been. So where do you take the pedestrian bridge at? I don't know. I have no idea how to get there. What happened? package? You getting on package?
No, I was just seeing from the package.
They used to do it in like Prospect Park, right? Nay, are you in Brooklyn? Tamika, you off next Saturday? Saturday coming? There's one on 125th. And one from the Bronx, also one on 102nd Street, Harlem. I want to go. You missed me, didn't you?
You got food.
Alright, you want me food?
Yeah, you gotta get food. You good, man.
What you got? What you got me?
What?
What you got me?
What is that, sister?
Sushi. What you got me? Give me this.
Wait on there, should go. Oh? Should I go?
What you got me? Thank you. You should have told me to bring me food. I wouldn't have eaten. I was starving. Got you something from Vegas.
They could have got your charger, a bunch of charger, a bunch of keys.
Look at you. You love me. This looks good. Alright, let me done my live. You should have told me. I wouldn't have ate this. Put down my damn cart. You live in the Bronx, but Latoya said 125th is the best entry. Maybe we can meet up. Message me on Instagram. I'm gonna see if I find anybody else that want to go, and we can meet up and go. But they still have general admission tickets.
Good. You want to make macaroni again? Yeah, if you want it, I'll just make it. I'm gonna make it.
He talking about he ain't eating nobody else macaroni no more. All right, guys. I'm going to eat Peace in the Middle East right in Spain. Coily girl, message me. And Nate, y'all, both of y'all going, right?
I'll bring something.
Message me on Instagram so I can meet up with y'all. We figure it out because I want to go. But I need like a cute outfit. Oh, now I gotta research. All right. Message me on Instagram. And to everybody else, keep those goals. If you did not write something down, write it down. Take a picture of. Matter of fact, everybody who have their goals, write it down wherever you're writing it down, and tag me in your story so I can repost. And we keep each other motivated for the week. So I'll see you cool cat and kittens around these crafty streets.